It's over 18 months we've been going through hell.
That's when she started on heroin?
The first time that she said she'd taken heroin, it was a weekday night, wasn't it? And I had to chase her more or less right round the town. And she was just abusive, foul language, everything, wasn't she? Middle of the street. I was trying to get her into the car to bring her home, and she was effing and blinding. And I ended up taking her down to the police station then, didn't I, that night? Because I was that mad, frustrated. But they just couldn't help us. They said there was nothing, you know, they gave us a couple of phone numbers to ring. She's got to be caught in possession of it and what have you. So as far as I was concerned then, if she's out of heroin, she's definitely in possession.
And then after that, it just went downhill. Completely.
How many previous convictions have you got?
God knows. I don't know. A lot.
Of all your previous convictions, how many would you say were to get money to buy drugs?
All of them.
OK. Would you say that any of them were caused by the effects of drugs?
All of them.
All of them. OK.
I'd never commit crime if it wasn't for drugs.
OK, so you never got into trouble before you started on the drugs? OK, then.
Never. My life just revolves around drugs. I don't know why.
We wasn't aware how easy the stuff is to get. Even in a small place like Barton, you know, you just don't expect that sort of thing. But there might be, say, 3 pushers in the town now. Next week you could have 6. They're giving them, like, cheap samples, free samples, and then what they're doing is just getting them hooked, and then they're making obscene money out of it. I just can't believe that, you know, that it has happened to us. Maybe we've been naive, but, I mean, ever since we found out, I mean, the shock and the horror of taking actually heroin and injecting, it made us a bit paranoid, if you think, because every time she came in then we was always questioning her straight away. Where have you been? Who have you been with? Have you taken anything?
Are you using anything else?
Anything you can get.
Like?
Valium, diazepam, methadone.
So how often were you using the meth?
Only, like, when we couldn't get any heroin, and
OK.
so not very often. We've never stopped loving her, but we've certainly not liked her.
Didn't like her. She went for a mother a couple of times. At that time, I'll be quite honest, I really did physically want to hurt her for the hurt that she'd given us. And if it hadn't been at times for the intervention of the wife or the daughter, I think I possibly would have done. Because you used to tell me, go out the way, and I used to have to walk out the way and physically go calm down somewhere, because I think I would have. The abuse, the things she says, such things come out of a 16-and-a-half-year-old girl's mouth, just pure filth. Didn't matter, did it? What hurt she caused or whatever. She couldn't even see it anyway.
How old were you when you first started using heroin?
16.
The cocaine and the crack, how old were you when you tried that?
16. All of them 16.
OK.
Except cannabis. I think I was about 13.
The one thing we have always maintained, that we did say that if we give up, who else is there? What is she going to do? I mean, we've...
And there has been times when we thought we might give up. I don't know whether we could have done it. I don't think we could, but there has been times where there's been... there's nothing more I can do.
I know you've injected, as you've told me. Have you ever shared any injecting equipment? What sort of things were you sharing?
Everything.
If she overdoses, she kills herself, could we then live with that guilt? And I think at the time we discussed it, didn't we? And I said, well, we'd be devastated. Obviously we would, because like we said, we've never stopped loving her. But I think it comes a time when you think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, we can't keep doing this. We've maybe only got so many years quality life left, and we're not going to spend it chasing her around the country and trying to do things. But the wife always said that, you know, well, if we don't care, who is?
Right, do you have regular contact with your family?
Yeah.
They've been supportive?
Very.
Very.
Just thrown it back on.
Is that in the past? So would you say the thing's different at the moment?
We're getting on all right at the minute, but it's when I get out I'm going to have to show them that I don't want drugs anymore. Otherwise, then wash their hands of me.
I think he felt guilty because he should have been able to know what to do, and he didn't. I mean, he's sat here sometimes and we haven't even had to say anything. We've just sort of looked at each other and he said, "What do you want me to do?" You know, and I don't know. Well, I think he thought that he should have been able to put it right. But he couldn't.
I just didn't know what to do. All right, yeah, I can go find her and drag her in, but what do we do then? I actually know the person that was applying with her, and my other reactions was, right, I'm going to go find him and I'm going to go beat him up. I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. But obviously then the police say, well, you can't do that because you're breaking the law and we will have to then come and arrest you. And it's frustration. What do you do? I mean, do you guard your children 24 hours a day? Well, you just think you failed. And at that point in time, I would say we thought we had.
Go on then, Choxon.
Would you want a coffee or a tea?
You're allowed and a bounty, darling.
Twix and some super.
Coffee. She's spotting me, right? Can you please get me some Reebok Classics? And a nice tracksuit, please, Mum, because look, everyone else has got really nice things and I ain't got nothing. Can you, Mum? Please? I don't know.
Get you some.
I need them, Mum, look.
Get you some Plymouth. I mean, the conspiracy is the one that, you know, carries a lot longer, but that's the one we're fighting tooth and nail to the end.
Right.
I mean, put it this way, you've been in here since...
2.5 months, on the 16th of August, it'll be 3 months.
Yeah, you only serve half the time anyway.
Yes, I realise that.
Yeah.
When you get out, it's not going to be easy.
I know it, and that's why I'm coming. Just written to Nana saying I'm seeing a drug counsellor now to find out where my problems lie and why I choose drugs, not life.
They've got a lot of things that point to it.
Yes.
But I don't say they've got enough
conclusive
to actually prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
Did your nan send you some money?
No, she said she's going to give you some to give me.
Oh, good.
She's in here for punishment, not for holiday.
Oh, so what we're meant to live on? Can't just go and rob it.
You get your food, don't you?
Do you know what I've had for dinner today? Jacket's tatty, that size. And you get a ration pack on a Saturday. And your butter's got a last year. And you need 3 in the morning just for your toast.
You get a ration of butter?
A ration pack on Saturday, you get little sashes of butter. Jacket tatty had for dinner that size and a spam sandwich.
I'm not joking, I work 40 hours a week to pay for this.
See what you're doing? No.
This bastard police at my house.
There's no charges of deception which involve all 3 of you. There's a lot that involve the 2 of them together.
Yes.
Every single charge they've got involves the 2 of them.
Yes.
The charges you've got involve only yourself. They've never been able to put all 3 of you together.
No.
I haven't heard anything other than when September the 4th, you're going back to court?
The judge council has written to my solicitor and he says it's going to take a few weeks to even get a committal to Crown.
You're joking?